Tutored in Love, written by Paul Director and narrated by Kevin Mcalister. Chapter 1. Bernard. You know that part in The Godfather when Michael Corleone gets hit by a thunderbolt? He sees a girl and suddenly knows she's the one he has to have to marry. It is one of the pivotal scenes and happens in Italy. It happened to me 10 years ago, and when my new student walked into my office, it happened again. Probably because she looked almost exactly the same as my dead wife. I almost had to look at her twice when I was struck again by how insanely beautiful she was. My life had finally settled down after a tragic ending. The love of my life and the mother of my child struck down in the prime of their lives without me being able to do anything about it. I had finally moved on and had picked up the pieces of my life that had shattered around me. And here walked in a woman that floored me beyond belief all over again. It almost wasn't fair. "Hi, it's really nice to meet you, Professor." She stood there looking incredibly innocent. Long black hair framing perfect olive skin and full pink lips that formed the words perfectly when she spoke. "Thank you for offering to help me." I had no way of knowing that my new student would be as beautiful as her. All I knew was her name. She wasn't even on social media profiles that I normally glanced at before meeting people. Her olive complexion was young and almost glowed. Athletic legs, obviously from growing up in a farming community, and angelic-looking eyes. There was still a hint of an accent, although her English was pretty much perfect. It just made her even sexier, in my opinion. Of course, Italian women had always been my weakness, ever since I had traveled there as a student 20 years before. Finally, I managed to find my voice. You must be Gianna. Please, sit down. Let's talk about what you're here for." It was impossible not to stare at her as she sat down in a chair and crossed her legs, the thin summer dress she wore sliding up her perfectly smooth legs. "You're over here studying from Italy?" She had filled out a form when she asked me for tutoring, and her Italian heritage was obvious. Dark eyes, dark hair, absolutely stunning. "Yes, I'm trying to get my degree in international relations. The problem is..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?